What's up, everyone? Just want to give you a quick update on my DeLorean displays. I'm planning on doing part 1, part 2, and part 3, all having their own displays. So this is the Mark II, the second one I purchased to transform it into a Mark III. So I got my custom hood component, whatever you want to call this. I got that done, I think last week. Maybe a week before I got that done. Got a tiny little bit more detail, but that's going to be done very soon. I'm going to make it where the straps can go right underneath the hood and all that good stuff. I got the wheels off, which were a pain in the butt only because getting these off without completely, the hubcaps without completely ruining them, which I ruined one of them really bad. That was really hard. But once you get that hubcap off, it's literally just a screw that keeps the tire on, and that's it, good to go. So I have 3D printed train wheels being made right now. I'm working with the guy. He's pretty slow getting back with me. It's kind of making me nervous. But anyways, working with the company, building those right now. So hopefully those will ship soon, so I can get those put on here. What's really cool about these, doing this to the Mark I actually, rather than doing this with the Mark II version rather than the Mark I, is that these do slide in and out. So what's kind of cool is once I get the train wheels on there, if I feel like it's too sunken in, I can pull it out a little bit. Or if it's too far out, I can push it in, I don't know. Kind of just like a nice little option I'll be able to do with these once I get the train wheels on them. But really, that's pretty much it. Once you get the train wheels on this and you have that on the hood, it's pretty much the only difference. I am going to dirty the car up. I'm going to make it dusty looking, dirty, dusty, all that good stuff. So it's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to buy a nice brand new DeLorean like this and fuck it up. But I'm all about detail, as you guys know, so I'm definitely going to make it look the part for the Mark III. So that's the Mark III there. I am building train tracks for it. I have a really cool display idea. I bought a 6-scale horse for Doc Brown. I'm gonna have Marty in the car. I got a cool idea for us, so it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna try to build the whole world around it. That's kind of what I like to do. It's kind of what I'm starting to do here with the Mark I. So I finally got the parking lot floor done. So it kind of looks like pavement, and you got the parking lot lines. So what I'm gonna do with this display is I'm also gonna build a light pole that you see in the shot. Obviously I don't have a lot of room up top, so there's not gonna have a top to it, but it's gonna have the bottom and it's gonna go all the way to the top and kind of just disappear. I ordered a print to put on the back panel here, kind of that thing. It's going to have the Twin Pine Mall sign in it and everything. So hopefully that'll help bring this to life and complete the display. So after that print and then building the light pole, I think that'll pretty much be done. I'm kind of debating on not putting clear acrylic glass plastic on the sides, and I might do the same thing as the back and have a picture on both sides to kind of immerse in the scene more. We'll see. I don't know. One thing about that is I do like the fact that if I put the clear glass on, you can come to the side and see the front and the back of the cars and see the display at a different angle. So we'll see about that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that yet, but I'm kind of happy how this turned out here. I'm sure there was a better way of doing it, but what I did was I just took the regular board that I painted black for the rack here, and I found sandpaper that wasn't too fine or too rough, that I thought fit perfectly for the scale to make it look like real pavement. And then I used glossy black to kind of give you that wet look. I was gonna put realistic water on it. It's like this clear resin that miniature builders use, and it really makes it look like water is sitting on it. The only thing about that is I was worried it might ruin the sandpaper that I have down here, so I think it looks good enough with the glossy black paint put on there. And then I taped off these and painted these lines white. They didn't come out perfect, as you can tell, but I almost like that. I almost like how it's not perfect. I think it just kind of adds to it a little bit. Maybe the guy that was painting the lines, maybe his machine was messing up that day. I don't know. But yeah, and I do know in the movie this main middle line that divides the parking spots is actually supposed to be blue, but I didn't have blue paint. I didn't feel like spending another $8 on paying for one little line, you know, so I'm fine with that. That's not a big deal. That doesn't bother me. But yeah, so that's gonna be my Mark 1 display. And then my Part 2 display, I really, really, really want to build a mount that holds the car way off the ground, because I want to have Doc in it, and I want to have that rope hanging down, that rope with those different color flags that Marty hung onto on his hoverboard. I want Marty hanging from his hoverboard with that rope. I really want that to look as real as possible. So my Mark 2 won't stay on the stand. I'm going to be building another one that hopefully is invisible. You know, I'm going to try to hide it the best I can. That just holds the car up, and then, you know, much higher, and then have Marty hanging underneath from the hoverboard and all that stuff. So, and then I'll probably have like lightning in the background, like a lightning night sing kind of in the background. That's my plans for that. I do need another muscle rack, because I think what I'm gonna do is I also have the Ecto Afterlife coming. So I need another one, and I think I'm gonna have one rack that's all Ghostbusters, one rack that's all Back to the Future. Thing that sucks is, like, even if I have one that's all Back to the Future, you have Back to the Future 1 here, Back to the Future 2, I don't know how I'm gonna do that car flying with this space. It's just not gonna work. Then I would have 3 down there, and the problem with putting anything on the bottom shelf is you don't really see it. I just really, really don't like putting anything on the bottom shelf. So, still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. But I definitely want I want to do as much as I can with the displays. Because as you know, I'm not, you know, I don't, basically all I do is Ghostbusters, 89 Batman, Back to the Future. And I'm not saying that's the only movies I like. Those are my favorites for sure. But the main reason is it keeps me in check. It puts a govern on me, so I don't go out buying every damn thing there is, 6 scale, right? So I did have the Dark Knight Batmobile, the Tumbler. I had all that. I actually built an entire awesome diorama of Dark Knight. If you look on my other videos on my channel, you'll scroll down, you'll find it. But ended up tearing that down and selling all those, and you know, it's cool and everything, but it's just I'm a completionist, and if I go down that road of getting every other IP, you know, I just don't have the money for it. I don't have the money, so what I'm doing is I'm spending the money on building displays and trying to make what I have with these 3 IPs that much cooler. So I'd rather do that than just buy a whole bunch of IPs. I like the Dark Knight and everything. It's cool, but it's just not, you know, it doesn't compare to the 89 for me. That's, you know, the stuff I grew up on. It's all about nostalgia for me. So I don't have that nostalgia connection. So, you know, it just doesn't do the same thing for me. So that helps me save money, and the money I save I can put back into making hopefully cooler displays for what I do have. So I'm gonna get another rack, figure out this situation with Mark II, how to get him flying, make it more realistic, make it higher. Problem with Ghostbusters here is the damn car is so freaking big, it doesn't leave any more room in the display for anything. That's exactly why I have the 4 Ghostbusters behind the car right now. Because you put them in front of the car and you can't see the car as well. And I love seeing this car. So I have them back there right now. So I still don't know what I'm really going to do with this. I am going to build some type of ground. And obviously put maybe something in behind. But again, the car takes so much space, you hardly even see that. So still trying to figure all this out. I used to have a much bigger display for like the Ghostbusters, and I had tons of room, but it just took up too much room, way too much room. And now that I kind of moved my collection into this small office that I have, I got my flight simulator in here. This might be moved. I might move this to another room, and this is where I'm gonna put another rack inside there. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. But we'll see. Like I said, I don't want to put nothing down there. Like, I can put big stuff down there, other stuff, but like maybe my movie prop stuff. But when it comes to 6 scale displays, it just kind of gets lost down there. So don't want to put anything lower than this. But I'm a freak when it comes to organizations. Like I said, I want one rack that's just Back to the Future, another one that's just Ghostbusters, and then when I get my '89 Batmobile, where am I going to put that? Like, I don't know. I might build a rack underneath the Batwing here for that one. We'll see, but anyways, it's fun trying to figure this stuff out. Also frustrating as hell. But yeah, so I'm very excited about this though. I'm very excited about getting a Mark III. And I think it's going to turn out pretty cool as long as this guy follows through with these train wheels. Working with him on the design, the 3D design, but he doesn't get back to me, and it's kind of stressful. So anyway, yeah, another thing I thought was building like just the front part of a train and taking these DeLorean tires and taking them off the rims, which just these 3 screws, and it comes right off, and taking just the tires themselves and putting them in front of the train like Doc does. That helps cushion the pushing when it's pushing the DeLorean. Just setting those in there, that might be cool, but I don't know how to build a train. I mean, I can do some stuff, like I built that from scratch. It's just really fun doing stuff like that. But I ain't great at it or anything. Like I built that, and you can tell it's not perfect, but anywho, I customized that trap though. And that proton pack, my Afterlife proton pack that I did end up selling because someone made me an offer I literally just couldn't refuse. It was insane. So also felt good that I did such a good job that someone was willing to spend that much money on it. So I still definitely want to pick up another pack, HasLab pack, and turn it into GB1 original OG pack, which is what I wanted to do in the first place, and I ended up turning that one into keeping it in Afterlife, but making it way more realistic and movie accurate. And now I would like to do the same thing to a GB1 pack, because that's what I really wanted to keep in my collection. Again, it's all about nostalgia for me, and as cool as Afterlife is, it just doesn't hold a candle to the original. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Hope you guys are having a good Monday, and yeah, if you guys have any questions or just leave a comment, and I pretty much respond to all comments and stuff like that. So if you have any questions on how I built this, or any of the stuff I do, the mods I do, like all the putting the real wires on the DeLoreans. Like on this, I finished the wire that goes, can't see because Doc is in the way. Like, I added these wires on the inside that goes down the dash. Then I got, more movie accurate looking wires around the whole car. And then the decals you get from Mike Lane Mods. Did the same with Mark II wires. And obviously I'll be doing the same with the Mark III. Just waiting for More cable ties to come in. I already got the wires waiting. Speaking of which, I did get questions about that. So these are the wires I buy for these cars. They're called Digitrax. They're 32 gauge, 10 feet each. And this one comes with black, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, white. So what I use is just based on reference photos from the movie, I use 2 red wires, 1 yellow and 1 blue. And I think that kind of gives it the best look overall. More movie accurate look anyway. But, all right guys, I'm gonna get out of here and I will check with you guys later. Have a good one.